one of the biggest uncomfortable truths that many people do not want to hear is the fact that the music that we listen to is more powerful than what we realize. And before you click off, give me a chance, because if you find yourself living or in certain predicaments that you don't really like, this video is going to be a great deal of like help and information to help you kind of understand where some of that comes from. So I remember growing up watching the movie Spice World with the Spice Girls. And in that movie, the premise of the movie was that under the music, they were putting brainwashing subliminals. So they were putting subliminals under it, telling them to go buy certain things, to feel a certain way, to do certain things, right? And the people would go out and do those things, okay? Because believe it or not, subliminals are very real. What's a subliminal? A subliminal is something that our subconscious picks up on, but your conscious mind don't really see it, you know what I'm saying, at face value most times. So when we say someone was subtweeting or they're posting subliminals, they're saying something with a certain message to it, but the message that is being seen is not what the real message is in the undertones, okay? So our music carries a lot of those same frequencies. And what many people don't realize is that our brain and our subconscious registers so much more than what our conscious self registers. So a lot of music, we could be thinking that, oh, it's just a song, it's just something that I'm dancing to, but you don't realize that your brain is coding it as being true and as being reality, okay? And that's why, if you missed it, definitely check out the video that I did not too long ago on music that you need to have on your playlist that is like music money manifesting songs, okay? Because each song has some type of subconscious code to it. It carries a frequency. So the music, the production of the music, it has a certain frequency in that music. So what we may hear a lot in like rap music and things of that nature is 808s. And what people may not realize is that the 808 frequency is the frequency of war. It's the frequency of fighting. So here, doom, 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 boom, 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 boom. It's rousing. It's arousing your spirit. It's arousing your body up into the energy of war, into the energy of fighting. So that's why there are some songs that if it was played in the club, I ain't never scared. Like a lot of music, it was like fighting music. Because literally in various cultures and tribes, especially within various African cultures, those different frequencies and sounds are used to summon a certain energy within us, okay? So a lot of music carries frequencies that may not be fully aligned with the words of what's being said in that song, but our bodies pick up on it. And why do our bodies pick up on it? If you didn't know, the majority of our bodies are made out of water. The majority of our bodies are made up of water. And in another video, I'm going to get into water and its relationship with wealth, but that's a whole nother conversation. So with the majority of our bodies made up of water, it's like 70, 80%, right? Have you ever seen water and you place a speaker or something next to it and it starts rippling? But I want you to try this out, where you place different songs in that water and watch how it ripples differently according to the song that it's listening to. That same thing that happens with that water is what happens with our body when we listen to music, when we take in certain sounds. So subconsciously, our brain is registering the words, is registering the energy of the music, and is coding it as being a reality within ourselves. So for example, I know back in college, once I started listening to classical music to study, I noticed a difference in how I retained the information, because the pure instruments and um, what do you call it? Like the production of it, like the ensemble of it. It unlocked so many different creative pieces within myself and my memory. But if I was to listen to some nice R&B or some sad music, that would take over my body. Did you know that there are some people out there who have to listen to sad songs in order to cry? Or if you're going through something, one of the worst things you can do is listen to music that pushes that narrative even further. Unless you want to stay sad, unless you want to stay in your feelings, keep listening to the music, because your body is going to register that as being reality. And when we master that, it's not saying, oh, you can't listen to, all music anymore and, it's horrible. But what it's saying is that you have to be intentional with what you're taking in. Because you can feel like, oh, this music isn't doing anything to me. It's not affecting me. I'm, da-da-da-da. But you're wondering why certain things keep happening in your life. You're wondering why you keep finding yourself getting stressed out in this type of situation, why you're still in certain loops. And it's because the information that you're taking in, the music that you're taking in, you're registering it as being your reality, whether you feel that it's just music or not. Last year, I did it was about a year and some change ago, I did a music detox, and I actually have a playlist on my Apple Music. If you're not already following me on Apple Music, definitely check out my Apple Music. I'll have to remember to put the link down below so you can pick up my playlist and things of that nature. But I had a subconscious detox playlist, okay? And with that subconscious detox, what I did was for 30 days, I didn't allow myself to listen to anything but instrumentals. So I couldn't listen to anything but instrumentals, classical music, jazz music. It was basically just music that had sound. So my playlist, it has a certain amount of songs on it. And then I allowed myself to start adding in music where I started adding in music that was talking about abundance, that was talking about wealth, that was talking about health. And what I noticed was that a lot of things within my personal life changed. Even my taste in food changed. And honestly, it's probably time for another musical detox, if we're being honest, okay? But lately, I've been listening to a lot of my money playlist songs. But once we start to master and understand that everything has a time and a place, you'll realize how much we are, in a way, controlled by what we consume. I went out last weekend to a club type setting here in Brazil. And one thing I noticed, everyone was happy, everyone was dancing, it was a vibe. But what else I noticed is that they didn't play any rap music. They didn't play any hardcore whoop that trick or I'll beat your ass or you want to fight, let's fight. It was none of that type of music. It was the type of music that it touched our sacral energy, our sacral space. Everyone was happy, vibing, dancing. The reason for that was because of the music we were listening to. Our bodies responded differently to the setting and the space. And so when it comes to shifting ourselves and shifting our life, we literally have to be intentional. There's a reason why the majority of famous rap artists don't let their kids listen to their music. We've seen it happen. We've seen it happen with Cardi B, Sukiana, all of them. They don't allow their children to see the world, to experience or listen to the same things of what they create. Because they understand what they create and what they're talking about, what it does to the mind, and how it keeps us coming back. because a little bit of it is brainwashing. But a lot of people don't want to hear that, okay? A lot of people don't want to hear that. But I really wanted to talk about that in today's conversation. And I challenge you to take a few days and only listen to instrumentals, only listen to jazz, only listen to classical, and see what it does to you. See what it does to your mind, what it does to your productivity, what it does to your energy, what it does for your motivation, what it does for your emotions. I promise you, you're going to notice a difference. I'm going to leave the video here. I thank you all for tuning in. If you're new here, go ahead and get subscribed and become a deep thinker here on the channel. Leave a comment down below just to share that you were here, okay? And if you're already a deep thinker, consider becoming a paid member here on the channel, where I have extra content and also a support tier. I love you all, and I just want to remind y'all, sometimes it really is that deep. Don't let anyone make you question the depths of the things that are happening around you in this world, because it's getting deep and it's getting real, okay? But I'm gonna see y'all later in the next video. Y'all have a great one. Bye.